Volume. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great podcast of Street Savvy. I am the host, Jay Works with the Most, and my co-host,
Kristen Bouchard.
we are bringing you the news of the day, the value of our topics, which the topic today is financing. How do you hold your finance? How you carry your finance? Start off, I'm going to start off with sports of the news of the day. Good news. Anthony Richardson scored his first touchdown this past weekend for the Colts. Kudos to you, guy. I remember scoring my first touchdown in high school. I was really proud of that. Baseball, first single, I was proud of that. And NBA news. The NBA season kicks off with a in-season tournament. The Nuggets, Nicole Joker, the Joker, scored almost nearly a triple-double. He had 32 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 assists. This guy is seriously helping his team. The team was down 2 points with seconds to go, and he crossed him over the line for the win. Kudos for you, Nicole Jokic. And in hockey news, yes, Jay Woods report. Jay Woods gets fired from his job coaching position at Edmonton Oilers. The fan shows their disappreciation of it. The team has won four games and lost one, and they've been on a good winning streak. So they can understand why they fired the coach. Sorry for the coach, man. People out there like him. The fans like him, folks. But he will get a new job. And the new coach is Chris Novak. Novo? Is that right?
Yeah, no, I can't pronounce it.
Nojo. One of them. New coach over there, though. Hope you do a better job. If not, you'd be fired too, buddy. They're not playing. And other news of the day, we're handing it over to the calls.
Topic of the day. Alpine Bar, the Gentlemen's Club located on Burnett Street, has been shut down.
Is that up in Syracuse, New York?
Yes, it is in Syracuse.
Yes.
It's been shut down because they were non-compliant from a nuisance order that they were given last year to fix and just to do what they were supposed to do, and they did not do it. So the bar is now shut down.
Closed? Nito?
Gone.
Neto?
Forever.
Say?
Not there.
What?
Yeah.
No strippers?
Nope.
Oh my God. Boy, it's going to be money for Christmas, folks. Or less money. I want to piggyback to that. That bar has made a lot of changes in the recent months to come. I know some personal insight on that. That is not fair and to any other words because it's people in there who works as bartenders and the dancers work. That's how they get their hustle, get their money. I'm pretty sure the owner has some great lawyers. And I hope the city gets it resolved because Alpine's been a sit-in in the city of Syracuse on Butternut Street for years, and it should be for years to come. I'm hearing they shut it down for a year, from the day they closed. That's sad because I know personally a lot of folks is out of work, and employment in the city of Syracuse is woo. So hopefully they get it resolved, and hopefully the strip club, the Gentlemen's Bar, will be open again. Thank you for the news of the day.
You're welcome.
That was our lovely co-host,
Kristen Bouchard.
Boy, the news is always good when it comes from her. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the topic. The topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen. My son is doing engineering, folks. If you see me doing weird stuff, because when your baby's there, you want him to do right. You want him to do no wrong when doing engineering, but he's one of the best engineers I ever met at a young age, and you're doing a great job. His name is Jerry Jerome Works Jr. the Fourth. So if you folks see him, you see him on the internet, give him a salute. The guy's doing a great job. I hope you guys hire him real soon. For engineering work, he'll be on the set or any type of set. I believe he can do it. Great. Let's get to the topic of the day. Topic of the day is finances, folks. How do you do well with your money? Do you spend your money bad or good? And we are here to talk about it. Listen, I say, boy, I'm real stingy, boy. What? Boy, I'm not stingy. Hold on, let me go. I'm stingy towards certain things, but that's to myself. I don't go get nothing new. I'll go to Thrifty Store. But for anything else around me, I spend that bread, spend that spread, get that money. But I'm also saving for generational wealth. At this moment right now, I'm saving for a car. And the car we have is not a car I should be in. It has trouble. So what you do, you save. You make sure your finances are in the place they need to be. Without any work on any situation, you won't be able to do that. Without a good occupation, you won't be able to do that. And finance is always just, it's not about spending, it's not about saving. It's about controlling your destiny anytime you get monies. Monies is attributes to what we need. It's not a need to know. It's the need to show. And when you're dealing with kids and family and businesses and places to stay and having vehicles, they're necessities, but the necessities you need. You need to have finances. You're able to put your finances in places, especially if you're in the real estate. You're buying your home. As a homeowner, you will know that as well. It's hard. And finance, you got to be able to put in places. You got to put in people, places, and things. And that's basically with your finances as well. I give kudos to the people who can juggle their finances, can put them in the right places, who can definitely do the right thing with their finances, their money. For instance, one of my tools is taking care of my monthly bills situations on the first week of the month, every month. So no matter what I did, from the 7th to the 30th or the 31st, I make sure rent, car note, insurance, whatever have you, child support, which is taken out. You don't play that bullshit. A lot of that stuff taken out, as well as weekly and daily bills, laundry stuff, which is be a certain number amount. Extra food money, because if I have assistance, it don't always help. And if it do, God bless it. God is good. Need more assistance, then I got it. And things like that in nature. I try to always make sure I don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. I always try to. My dad always told me, he had a son. He said, I'd rather be broke with all my bills paid and you guys fat. He's like, Daddy, go ahead with all that crazy crap. Now I know what he meant. Because all my kids healthy. If you know what I mean. They're on the PHAT side. And the wife is doing well in her own little world. I guess I know she is. Because she spent her own money. Yes, she do. She saved it too. It's been mine as well. Anyways, it's a way you train your finances. And from this day forward in my life, I want to do much better with finances. I think it's essential that me as a black man in this world today, and all the agency going around me and in front of me and beside me, I need finances to be great and superb. If not, I need to make them me. So if you folks don't know what that means, I'm gonna give you an example. If you're working at Loretto and you're a CNA, you're doing $21.50 an hour and you're doing doubles. You're doing 12 hours, 16-hour shifts. And that's not meeting. You're doing security, on the other hand, you're doing 4 hours, 4 days a week at $50 an hour or $25 an hour. So in security, you're making $600 a weekend. Loretto, you're making $860, $870, $7. It goes about $680 after taxes. So that's $1,500 a week without being extraneous. So that's 15. 15 times 4 is 60. Do the math. I'm quick with that. So that's $1,600, which is $6,000, right? If you're doing that, if you're doing the math, or $3,000, if you break it down. So you start breaking down your efforts, which is your bills. I call that effort. Your bills is your effort. Your condiments is t-shirts, socks, pads, toilet tissues, toiletries, dish detergent, wash detergent, gas, real good necessities. And some families don't cook on the weekend. Dinner on the weekend, you put that in there. So out of that $6,000, you taking $400 a month out. So that becomes $5,400, right? So then you take insurance out of that. Insurance maybe $350, $300 flat, just say. So now that's $5,100, right? So that's your major issues that we just gave to you. And now say if you had a car note, let's go for it. So now you down to 46.5. Cool. I just gave you a whole markdown. So you got $4,000 to really save, folks, to do different things with.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a spouse in the house and she's bringing home 38, 45, you got $10,000 in the house a month. Folks, that's financing. So 12 times 10,000, you do the math. That's 100,000, $120,000 a year. Simple as that. Simple money. So you subtract 40,000 out of that, that's 80,000 you play with. 80. Give or take 75,000. So that's where finances take you into a different level on Shalom. And that middle class. What's going on to people who say I'm just scrapping? That ain't my numbers. Good. I'm glad you said that. Now, let's say you at McDonald's. McDonald's is $15 an hour. Is that right? Correct?
Yeah, some places it's 21.
Yes, some places 21. So 15. Let's go 15 times 40. Bang. 15 times 40. Quick number. 7 and some change. After taxes, you're getting 5 and some numbers.
Yeah.
Right? So 4 times 5 is 2,000. 2,000 a month. That's what one of y'all. Your girlfriend, she's probably a little better than you. She's working at Filer. Teacher's aide. She's getting 25. No, it's $31.50 for after school. Yeah, for teaching at the aides. So, but she's doing 4 hours daily. So it's 20 hours a week. So 20 times 31. Good number. Still $500. So her 5. So y'all 5,000. Her 2,000. Your 2,000. Y'all about $4,200 a month. 42 times 12. That's 48,000. You in that bracket. 4 times 12. 4 times 12 is 48. Do the math. So at that 48, you spending 12 on necessities, bills, gas, whatever. You got about $35,000 out of 38 you make, you and her. That's money. And that's on the poverty scale level. Yeah. So folks, you have to balance that in between. And you would say, damn, Works, how you numbers like that? Shit, I've been living a long time. And also struggled too, a long time. In some areas, I'm still struggling. How to juggle. I'm out hurt today. I'm getting surgery soon on both of my wrists. A lot of different areas. My neck hurt. My back hurt. Something else hurt on me probably. I don't know. Had a couple Charlie horses. Woo! Different story, different concept. But folks, finance is the best thing for you. And when you get them, you earn them. How you feel about finances?
I love how you said follow the dollar. Well, the direction of your dollar. Before I became like what you just explained, I was an emotional spender.
Explain emotional spender, please.
An emotional spender for me was I knew I needed things and I would go out and buy it just spontaneously. One night I went to, it was like 9 o'clock at night. I was feeling some kind of way. I was upset about something. It was 9 o'clock at night. This one Kmart was still open. I went and bought a whole new bedroom set.
You remember Kmart, guys? They don't pay us, but Kmart was serious. I'm sorry.
I bought curtains, curtain rods, bed sheets, pillows, comforters, pictures. I literally rugs. I redecorated my entire room, in one emotional spending spree. So, and I did that a lot, and I would find myself blowing my money, and I would find myself broke. So from there, I'm like, okay, I need things. How do I get the things that I need? Get some things that I want, and get the things that are a necessity. So I would literally just write down my entire check, taxes included, and say, okay, like he said, your mortgage, your rent, your whatever is a necessity for a way of life, mandatory, that comes off the top right there. Okay, what's next? Gas for my car, that's mandatory. Food for the house, we have to eat. Okay, so I put a little budget, gas, a weekly budget of gas, $50 back in those days.
What about now?
Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I just fill my tank up now.
Go ahead, girl. You got that money.
I just fill it up.
Y'all see where the money at? It ain't here.
I
It's
do
with
a
the
budget
boss.
gas. It just
That's the boss.
fill the tank all the way up.
That's the boss.
So, but then my phone bill, I would actually pay in advance. I started finding out how I could pay bills in advance so I could have extra money set aside. I would pay my car insurance in advance, like 2-3 months ahead of time. I would pay my phone bill up 2-3 months ahead of time, my internet 2-3 months ahead of time. It was a small sacrifice, but when I had that money coming in and those monthly bills were paid for the 2 or 3 months, I had that extra money I could play with and put aside, to save or whatever. So I've become a lot better I write everything down. And I think when people write down what they're making from check to check, from bill to bill, even if you blow your money on something that you don't need, write it down, because that money counts. It came from you and it had a destination, and it ended up somewhere, not in your pocket, but on something else, so everything you have financially is important. So write it down and track it, and then you'll see where you can cut back.
No, I don't mean to cut you.
No,
Great
fine.
story. What do you mean by track it? Tell us. Can you go a little deeper in that, or is this a word you use?
It's a word I use, but it's a word I follow by. Tracking means, to me, I'm writing everything. I'm checking my bank account every other day.
So checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
Great.
Like balancing your checkbook. I balance my checking account online. If I want something on Amazon, I'm tracking that. Then I add that to my spending list.
Now, folks, my co-hosts, we say things that's very generous. And like I always say, these are our great opinions. Hope you guys taking a note of that. And when we mention names, we're not getting paid by these folks, but we would love to get paid by Amazon or Kmart. Or you have you. So Kmart or Amazon, if you listen, we're good 2 people here. We can announce a lot of good things on our platform at your expense, at our time. Your expense, our time, we'll get it done. And like my great co-host said, if you're gonna balance something, you're gonna spend somewhere, definitely know the name in the market where you're gonna spend that.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to throw that in there.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, so I gotten used to it. It became a habit. It became a habit of monthly checking, monthly going over, monthly tracking, monthly. And I found myself cutting back because I cared about having money. I don't need that. I didn't have to eat out that day. I could hold back on going to the mall or to the movies or buying that or whatever. And the more I held back, it didn't bother me because I see where my money started to grow. I would take money. I could take some money out and just literally put it aside without having to worry about it. And another thing, I would take my money out the bank. After my bills were paid through my account, I take all of my money out the bank because if I don't see it, I don't have it. That's just me.
Wow.
So I take my money out and I give exact change. I go to the ATM that my bank is, if I need to, that my bank is, routed to. So I'm not charged anything. So
right.
Yeah.
And as you heard, again, you have to take these steps. And like she says, it's checks and balances. It's things you do extra that keep getting that change back. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're doing it at your bank so they won't take dollars and cents from you, interest rates from you. And those are penalties on you control because it's your money. Why you taking my money? I'm telling you to save it.
Exactly.
That don't make sense. So as you heard my co-host, and that was great analysis on money management. And that's things that we try to do here, guys. We try to present situational things as lifelong or life-shortening decisions that we have that been through in life, and we don't want you either to go through or not even recognize, or recognize and catch before it be a burden on you or something on your shoulder. You know what I mean? Or you got to look over your shoulder. And that's the same for anyone. You have to finance control your agendas. Finance control your agendas. And if it's going to the bank, doing little things like that, if it's every change you get, put it in the cup holder, put it in your pocket, put it in a little side bank. You know, every dollars you save, put away. Every dollars you know, like for instance, my wife is the best coupon person ever seen. We used to bet, and when we shopped at certain supermarkets, and I don't like to say certain names because they're not paying me to say it. But when we shopped at place you can get bulk stuff from, which we all know we get bulk stuff from, we used to shop there, and coupons have their coupon book. They have their stuff out there for you folks. And actually, I'm gonna say it, BJ's. And I was like, "Guess you can't get $200 off. You ain't gonna get $250." Yeah, I knew she could because I'm that type of person. I like testing the waters. And she'd go on and get $1.80, $1.60 off of a lot of different items and things we need for the house, especially for the kids, especially for the big guy, and her as well. And weeks and days down the line, when that last week of the month, you know, when you're a middle class family, cash is what you need. Mm-hmm. You spend extra $100 for them big kids, or you yourself, and whatever things you want to do, because we don't cook. A lot of families, middle class, don't cook on weekends. And so it's good at that. Bargain. Get coupons. Get what's bang for your buck, big for your pocket. Save and not go in your wallet. How you see it on when you shop on the internet, it goes put in your cart. Make sure you put it in your cart, the special deal. Folks, try to stay from shopping overseas. I just gave you a plug. Nobody's paying me to say that. But right now is not the time. With a lot of this encrypting stuff, folks stealing people's information, hacking into your accounts, that's one way they can get you, by shopping online. Now, remember, it was cute back in the day. Girl, I shop online. Yeah, you know, bro, I got offline, bro. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't go in the mall. Now, I'm back at the mall, folks. Bro, I'm back at the mall, sister. Son, because I see my money. And I'm not scared of being taken away because I'm giving it to you and you're not taking it away. Overseas, I can't see where that nickel's going. All I know, I'm begging to get, I'm hoping, praying to get the product. So please, I'm not telling you what to do, but I don't shop online anymore. I do not shop online anymore. One of my bankers told me something recently. I'm like, yeah, get out of here. I do that all the time. But the news is shifting like, hey, don't do that. They're hacking accounts. You might be that one. You might be that boy. You know, so I'm actually up to this day, up to this minute, I'm getting that my Facebook page may be hacked. Right there. Start taking things in your own hands by doing things home on your own soil. You heard it from me. And who am I? The opinion that usually counts for me. I'm not saying for you, but when I do it, it's right. So, thought well taken. My co-host, anything else to say?
No, just I want to challenge people to try to just take some money out and put it aside and use that for spending, just to see how you would do. Keep some in a bank account, you know, for whatever, but then take some out and use that for spending. And what I would do, whatever I spent in cash, and if I had like $10 back, $5 back, I would put that away. And by the end of the month, you'd be surprised how much money you're saving from what you're spending with cash. So just try it. That's all.
I'm gonna piggyback to that. What she's telling you is, try to spend less, save more. You got a bank account? Listen, if I'm walking out with $50 in my pocket, I'm trying to come home close to 50. Or at least $20, no matter what. Maybe 20 for gas, 10 for something I spend, other 20 coming back. On those lines, you be your boss. And the music here in the background, it's not my copyright, it's Rick Ross. I love it. He's a boss. He talks about the same thing. Be your own boss. Manage your own monies. Remember, we was taught to go to the bank. I don't trust nobody. Not with mine.
Nope.
Not my hardworking thing.
That's why. Take it out.
And if I do,
Mm.
it's a little something. This is a little something that bank account. Again, folks, finances is everything, and take care of yourself by taking care of your finances. America, the most important thing on the show tonight is to make sure you
Follow your dollar.
make sure you subscribe and like and share these good moments you're getting on this telecast, this screen podcast from Street Savvy, Jay Works, co-host,
Bouchard.
Kristen
Bouchard.
because that voice is so beautiful. We're only giving you what we know, and our opinions are made for us. And if you want to listen to them and take it stride, cool with us. God bless you, America. Thank you.
Good night.